If you've been wondering what's really happening in the Boise housing market right now and if prices are about to crash, we're covering all that in this video. And right now, prices are holding steady, homes are sitting longer, and buyers are quietly gaining more negotiating power behind the scenes, specifically with resale homes. Whether you're a buyer trying to time the market or a seller wondering if now's the right time to list, this update's for you. Hey everyone, it's Curtis Chism, your favorite Boise realtor. Now let's go ahead and break down what's happening in Ada and Canyon counties right here in Idaho, and most importantly, what it means for you as a buyer or seller. Mortgage rates recently dipped, but have now leveled off again. Right now, we're seeing rates hovering right around 6.3% for conventional loans. FHA and VA loans are still in kind of the high 5% range, assuming you qualify for that. And we did have a recent dip in rates a couple weeks ago, but they've climbed back up slightly. And that's not surprising considering how closely they track the bond market, not the federal funds rate that you hear about in the news. Now, if you're a buyer sitting on the sidelines waiting for perfect timing, just know this, that we may not see any big rate drops here anytime soon. So let's go ahead and start with Ada County, which includes Boise, Meridian, Eagle Star, and Kuna. Here's what the latest show for September 2025. The median sales price was $550,000, a slight decline from August, but still up 3% from last year. And average days on market for resale homes was 36 days. That's up from 31 days the month before, meaning homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, especially if they're slightly overpriced. And that's honestly super normal for this time of year, and buyers are just really doing their homework, and they know that they've got options, especially when builders are still offering pretty decent incentives. The number of homes for sale is holding really stable, and our supply of inventory, that means how long it would take to sell through all the homes that we currently have on the market if no other homes were listed, and that's holding at 3 months, which has been exactly the same for the past 5 months. Now let's go ahead and shift to Canyon County. That's Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton, and parts of Star. For September 2025, the median sales price was $420,000. And days on market for resale homes was 46 days. That's actually up 9 days from the month prior. Canyon County is following pretty similar trends to Ada, where homes are still selling, but they are taking longer, softening a little bit more, and buyers are being more cautious. Now, here's a stat that most people overlook, but it tells us a lot about what's really happening. The average sales to list price, that's what homes ultimately sell for versus what they were listed for, is at 98% in Ada County and 96% in Canyon County, meaning that sellers are basically overlisting, having to drop their price in order to get the home sold. And now that means a couple things. Historically, anything at about 98% indicates a balanced market, and anything below that indicated a buyer's market. So we're seeing more of a buyer's market in Canyon County than Ada County, but overall the market is still relatively stable. Now, even though prices are stable, buyers are negotiating, seller paid closing costs, price reductions, and rate buy down. So if you're a buyer, now's a really great window to purchase a home and negotiate some really favorable terms for yourself. Now let's talk about new construction. That's where we see a lot of strong activity. Builders are still offering interest rate buy downs, closing cost assistance, upgraded appliances and finishes, and even price flexibility in some cases. But here's the thing, builders are starting to talk about scaling back incentives in 2026. If you've been eyeing new construction, now may be a really good time to make a move while those incentives are still strong. Now, I specialize in new builds, and I can help you navigate everything from builder contracts to inspections, financing, and upgrades, and of course, the price itself as well. I get told a lot that someone is waiting to buy a home for when the market crashes. But here's the thing, the Boise market already fell 20% between 2022 and 2023, and prices have mostly come back, but not completely. Now, barring something catastrophic in the national economy, I just don't see the Boise market crashing anytime soon. Builders have regulated their supply to match buyer demand, and we're just not overbuilt here. Now, this fall market, in my opinion, really does offer some of the best opportunities to purchase a home. Now, because right now, sellers are being flexible, builders are still motivated. Interest rates, while not super low, are more manageable, and buy downs certainly help with that. You'll face less competition in the fall than you will next spring. So if you're relocating from out of state, I can help you understand how homes here compare to what you're used to and what you can really get for your budget. This is not 2021 anymore. And if you're selling a home, overpricing a home will definitely cost you time and money. Homes that are priced right in desirable neighborhoods are still selling, and sometimes quite quickly, but homes that are even 5 or 10% overpriced, they're sitting. And eventually, they just have to drop the price in order to get it sold. So if you're planning a list this fall or winter, my advice is really simple. Price your home based on today's market, not 2021 or last year's headlines. Now, and let's get it marketed right with pro video, strategic promotion, and digital campaigns that get real attention and eyeballs on your home. This time of year always brings fewer new listings, lower overall inventory, and a slower pace of showings, but serious buyers are still out there, especially those relocating or trying to time a purchase before the end of the year. With the market relatively stable, but favoring buyers, it all comes down to strategy, not emotion. I've helped so many families navigate this market successfully, and I can help you do the same. Now, whether you're buying a brand new home, maybe you're refinancing or preparing your current home to get it sold, I can help you break down the numbers and make the smartest possible move for your family. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in the Boise area, whether it's 9 days or 9 months from now, just reach out via phone, text, or email, and let's chat about selling your home or helping you buy a new home here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.